Okay, group. Somebody said in the introductions that they weren't used to the discussion board talking to you, but it's something I'm going to do quite a bit. I like to have a little bit more interactive contact with the class, so this to me is a real easy way of doing it, and this is where we'll go from here. I thought I'd jump in right now in our discussion board simply because I really was impressed so far. It's only Tuesday night. Most people have responded already and given us some introductions and things about your expectations, and so I thought maybe the best thing I could do is kind of repay the favor. As you saw in a lot of the written material in the course information and in the kind of stock video introduction I did a while ago, this course really it's a capstone, it's a wrap-up, it's where we're going to try to put a whole bunch of things together that you've been learning and working on for quite some time. That's why it's great for me to take a look at the introductions and see so many people with so much experience. You're going to be able to put that experience to work, as well as being able to put together a lot of the things you've been learning in your business education. And I think this is a real feature of this course, and it's a way I like it to work. Impressed with seeing so many people from the recruiting command. Welcome. Worked with a lot of recruiters before, and worked with developing some programs specifically for recruiting command. So again, nice to see you guys here. That's a real different kind of business experience, isn't it? Trying to get in the minds of young people and persuade them to make what's essentially a life-changing decision. That's an experience you're going to be able to draw on as we go through this course. Somebody mentioned, wow, their great expectation was to have some stimulating discussions. Guess what? That's what this is all about. That's one I can almost guarantee you we will achieve. This course has never ceased to amaze me with how many great commentaries we can get going. And let me give you a little hint as to the way I do things. Unlike some courses you may have seen in the past, I try to stay out of it if I can. Very simply because you guys are very experienced and very capable people, and I find that if I'm smart enough to ask a good question, then most of the time I just get to stay out and watch you guys do the work. Now, that may sound like it's a little lazy, but it really isn't. I will jump in if I see it taking a turn that maybe is leading us down a path we ought not to go. But the real learning of this class is going to take place in the discussion board and in the group project. Yes, and there it is, I said it again, there's going to be a group project. I've been tweaking and playing with this course for several years now, and I can assure you each version is not the same as the last. What we'll be doing this time is one major group project. When we started out with this course a few years ago, we had a lot of little case studies, but I find that those don't give us a simulation of what you're going to be doing in the real business world. We don't take a look at a major business problem and answer it by doing some work and some reading and answering a few questions in a couple of nights. We work on projects, we work on efforts, we work on things that take a while, that take collaboration, that take communication, that take a lot of critical thinking and a lot of creativity. These are the things we want to bring into this course, and that's the way I want people to work at it. I think you'll find I'm pretty accessible. As I said before, I don't jump in that often on the discussion board, but believe me, I read every post almost as soon as it comes in. So don't be afraid to ask me a question, because I probably, and I'm putting myself on the spot here, but I probably won't be surprised by it. I'll probably know what you're talking about when you get there, because I tend to check in quite frequently. So like I said in some of the introductory material, just remember, there are if you don't ask the question, the answer is always no. So just make sure you get to me with your inquiries. We're going to try to do some things, like I say, to simulate the real business environment. Really looking forward to people's participation. Really looking forward to kind of giving you some of my views on strategy and strategy development. I've tried to bring in a lot of expert opinions into this course, but I will tell you right now, I have some very, very strong views on strategy and strategy formulation. I was a partner in a consulting firm for about 15 years, where one of our specialties was helping companies develop their strategies and their strategic thinking processes. So I don't always agree with, say, the Hill and Jones textbook, and I'll let you know. And I think we're going to have some fun with that. Please don't be afraid to disagree with me. That's really when the real fun starts. We want to have some real intellectual discussions here. We want to get some real work done. We want you to have the greatest experience you can have in a course that wraps things up. Okay, so that's just my take on things for this week. You will hear more from me later. You'll hear a lot from me as the course goes on. Really appreciate how much work everybody's done so far, and I'm looking forward to continuing. Okay, thanks very much.